Hello and welcome back to the Bible Bearded and Bald. The Bible is an exhaustless treasure. I'm sure you've heard different things very similar to that. But I have studied the book of Revelation for over 20 years, and still it amazes me at its depth, and I realize that I'm barely scratching the surface. But this video that we're about to make here is going to be a flyover video that's a summary highlighting 5 keys that I have found to really help one to get a grasp at understanding the book of Revelation. It's a very complex book, but it's a very simply organized book in a profound way. The first key to understanding Revelation is in the first verse. It's the revelation of Jesus Christ. You find Jesus as the high priest in the heavenly sanctuary, especially throughout the first half of the book. And then at the end, he is the king and the judge. And he's a fighting king on a white horse. And he's also the lamb that was slain and the lion of the tribe of Judah. So those are the main roles that Jesus plays in every chapter of the book of Revelation. So to understand Revelation is to understand Jesus Christ. The second key is that all books of the Bible, all 65 other ones, meet and end in Revelation. And all throughout Revelation, there is either direct quotes, allusions, or echoes to all the other books of the Bible. It's the most incredible thing. And just to give you an example, in the first chapter of Revelation, you've got an allusion to Ezekiel's vision of God's throne. You've got Isaiah's vision of the cherubim. You've got references to Exodus and Zechariah of God's people being a nation of priests and kings. You've got allusions to Habakkuk's writing down the vision. You've got allusions to the Psalms. You've got allusions to Hosea, and most of all, Daniel is the biggest companion book to Revelation. You even see references to Proverbs later on. But even in the first chapter, you can find more references to other books than there are verses in the first chapter. The third key to understanding Revelation is using the Historicist method. This is the oldest and most proven method. It was popularized during the Protestant Reformation. It takes apocalyptic prophecy as beginning in the day of the prophet and continuing on until the second coming. That means the first parts of the prophecies in Revelation. There's 7 major prophecies in Revelation. The first parts are parallel with the book of Acts. The fourth key that I would like to show you that will be kind of difficult, but I want you to imagine a pyramid structure with it being a little bit flat on top. This is called a chiasm. It's a mirror image built in within the writing structure of Revelation. This was used by many ancient writers in antiquity, and you find in Revelation chapters 1 through 11, you got the prophecy of the 7 churches, the 7 seals, and the 7 trumpets. And then you've got what I would call the main event, the dragon, the woman, the beast, and the mark of the beast crisis, which I believe is right upon us. After that, you've got 7 plagues, and then you've got the final judgment, and then you've got the earth made new with the restoration of the Garden of Eden. And if you'll notice, that's divided into 7 parts. And the first part, the 7 churches, parallels perfectly with the last part, the redeemed in the New Jerusalem and in the new earth. There's messages to the 7 churches, to them that overcome. All those who overcome will be in the New Jerusalem and in the new earth, when the covenant of Abraham is fully fulfilled once and for all. The second prophecy in Revelation, you have the 7 seals, and you've got a picture of God's throne. He's going through the history books. Well, the second to last prophecy in Revelation, you've got the final judgment. They parallel each other. They have a mirror image, not just in content, but also in language and grammar. The third prophecy in Revelation, the 7 trumpets, parallels perfectly with the 5th prophecy, the 7 last plagues. The 7 trumpets are 7 judgments that fall during the Christian era, and the 7 last plagues are the 7 last judgments that fall upon the earth. And something I want you to understand is the first three prophecies, the seven churches, seven seals, and seven trumpets, are all historical. They cover the history of the Christian church. And that takes us into the next part of the last key, the fifth one, and that is understanding the sanctuary theme in the book of Revelation. When Jesus ascended up into heaven, he didn't just start building us mansions, he became our high priest. In the first three prophecies, the churches, the seals, the trumpets, you find Jesus standing at a different article in the holy place of the heavenly sanctuary. But at the end of the book, he's not a priest anymore, he's a destroying king. So that is a basic overview of Revelation. I know it was very quick, and perhaps you didn't understand it. Maybe you need to rewatch the video, but I promise you there is much more coming, much more detail, much more unpacking coming in videos in the future. And we will unpack each of these 5 keys that I have found that best helps us understand the book of Revelation. We will see you around.